These are the local scout posts from Witham. Over at this Coggeshall. These are nice actually. Dave Sibley used to be the chairman. Yeah, I remember Dave. Dave was the chairman when I gave a couple of talks to the... Greetings everyone. Anyone who watched the news for February would have heard me say that I was going to miss the Witham Philatelic Society's annual stamp and postcard fair. Well, here I am, well here we are at the Witham Philatelic Stamp Society's stamp and postcard fair. We cut our holiday down by a day for different reasons, and it has meant that we are able to attend this annual fair, so I'm quite pleased about that. Don't think it's open yet, but we will we'll have a little walk here. This is the Labour Club building. It's the Labour Club building? Yes, this is the Labour Party Hall it's called. It's up there. Just across here, which will help you if you ever come up here by train. The train station is very, very close. We've obviously driven up and have parked in the car park. There's a big car park, but they ask you to park around the edge and not to park in the yellow squares. But the station is quite literally just over this bridge. Just over there is the station. Walk out over this bridge and you'll be here. It's easy to get to by road and it's really easy to get to from the railway station, which is nice. So I'll get back to you when we're inside or when we're about to go in, so bear with me. Well, we might as well go in then. Apparently we can go in a little bit early, so that's nice. There we go. Lovely. Here we go. Alright, I've got all the Labour adverts. Oh, I've got little bits and pieces. Little display. Let's have a look, see who's around. Oh, I do like... Hey! Pleasure as always.
As always.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to be up here.
Yes, well, we'll give it a go.
All right, yeah. No, we've not been before. Just to go and say, I've not seen Dave for years. Ah, Dave, long time.
Yeah, how you doing?
God, must be what, 6 years?
Oh,
At least, I think.
longer than that.
Yes.
Good.
How are you?
I'm alright, thanks. Yeah, not too
Good.
bad.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm doing well. Doing well.
Packed up
Ticking
work
by.
now?
Yes and no. I packed up the policeman bit.
Yeah.
Had a break for a few years. Just got myself a little job, just a little bit of extra cash on top of my pension.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've started. Well, I have started.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I've started a YouTube channel.
Oh, right. Yeah. Tell you I'm busy.
I do like unusual postal usage. This is a little private postage that they do in resorts around the world. This is Spain. And they're doing their own little council where you pay for it and then it goes into the system and then goes out from the country. So it's not an actual Spanish postal stamp.
So is this different to those touristy ones that we saw around?
It's very similar to the English tourist one. This is a prepaid ticket rather than a stamp. Prepaid ticket, no? Ticket prepay. And it's an IFCC one from Spain. So you only ever find these really on postcards because they're used by tourists to send stuff abroad. You buy it, stick it on, and a bits and pieces. But
Because people don't use sort of leave results now, so
thing-
they're going to send it.
The thing is that stamp collectors don't go for these. And normally, of course, you only find them on the tourist ones that go out to families, so they don't end up. So you don't often see them. So that's quite a nice little unusual bit of usage. I'll have that. I'm going to pick up that one. This has got to be, you ready? This has got to be the most unusual thing I've found in a long time. This is an ice cream advert card.
It's been sent through the post.
It's been sent through the post. Bill,
The actual address.
Bill Trower,
Oh, it's Bill.
the late Bill. But
Yeah, I can see him liking that as well.
yeah, this is actually sent to a member of an ex-member of my club who sadly passed away last year, I think.
Yeah.
But what a weird item that is. It's an ice cream advert, restaurant tabletop. That's been sent through the post. For 10p, you're going to have that, aren't we? That's just weird and wonderful. They're your 25s.
30. Just call it £7. Oh, is that one room?
No, that's in there.
What's the bag?
I've just cleared all the rubbish out of your thing for you. It's nice, isn't it?
Oh, thank
You're
you,
to thank me.
Okay. That's 10.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
thanks a lot.
it's been lovely. I may
Yeah, nice to see you again.
pop back and have a look through that in a minute, but
Okay, yeah.
going to do a little bit more filming around, say hello to a few people. But yes, it's been nice to see you again.
Yeah, okay, and you.
I'll catch
Take
you.
care.
Will you? Bought a few items from Dave. These were all 25p each, and that's a real bonus. This is a cover, but this is the Argentinian propaganda cover for the Falklands. This is 1982. This cancellation here was forged. Oh, if you ever find one of these, and there's about 6 different covers, all the cancellations on them were forged because the cancellation was applied on the Falkland Islands itself under Argentine occupation. But these covers were produced in Argentina, so the producer forged the hand stamp to make it look like they'd have been on the island. This is my favourite aircraft, the Dornier DOX 1929D. 25p on eBay, £8. So that's always worth looking out at fairs for something like that. I have a lot of these. I also have the original painting, because the original painting I commissioned, and this was done by our Railing Philatelic Club that I'm a member of. We had some carried on the bus that turned up, and it's James Bond themed.
From Southend Airport.
Southend, from
The filmers are there.
yes, from Goldfinger. There's Goldfinger's car going into the jet. This is Bond, obviously, in the DBS. But the original painting by Timothy O'Brien we have at home. This is a regional postcard from the regional post office. This is the Cambridge one. Here you've got the roundhouse, and there you've got the bridge. If you check in the background here, this is not. If you check in the background here, if the locations have been twisted, so here it says bottom left, the business size. If it says bottom left, the round church, it's one of the rare misprints. So this isn't. It's always worth checking. This gentleman wants to make sure we got his good side. But there you go. That's 4 items that cost me £1, and any one of them. This regularly turns up on eBay for £3 to £6. This is on there for £8. And this one here with the cancellation is would be worth £1 in its own right. So this is why fairs are a good idea. Yeah, this is why you need to come to fairs. Right, let's go have a little look at stuff. I've got one of those. Just looking at the price of it. I did well there. I never collected, Lundy I'd avoided, and then I bought 3 albums of Lundy material, all from John Atkinson. Yeah, it was part of his collection. It was all stuff that he'd put together, and it was ridiculous. So I ended up with all this stuff, and I suddenly thought I ought to add something to it. I'm going to have one of those.
Have you ever been there?
No, I've never been. It's just one. It's on my list of things that I would like to do. Yeah, lovely. It's worth visiting. Yeah, yeah. I'd like to go and just go and post a load of stuff to myself. I'm a very good sailor. I've been in boats that have been like that and no probs. Mind you, I'm saying that, maybe as I get older I might not be, but I've always been very good. So, never seen that one before. I've got the card, the Stampex ticket.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I've got that, but actually posted with the Lundy stamp. Yeah, it's nice, I like that. These are the local scout posts from Witham.
Yep.
Oh, but this is Coggeshall. These are nice actually. Dave Sibley used to be the chairman.
I knew. I've been looking at it and wondering who the name was. I knew the name.
Yeah, I remember Dave. Dave was chairman when I gave a couple of talks to this club some decades ago. So there we are. Oh, is the mayor here?
Yeah.
There we go. That's in there. Right. See you at the next one. There we go. What we got here? Oh. That's nice. Hello, Trouble!
Hello, Mark. How you doing?
How are you?
Hello.
Before you run away,
Yeah.
have that.
I've been after one of these for a while, actually. This is the Big Ben 1959 centenary card. It's got a few knocks on it, but it's a lovely card. Definitely going to have that one. Right. What have we got?
Oh, that's okay. That's proper. North Africa.
It's always fun to go through a selection of cards. That's a lovely one for barking. Oh, yeah, I'll give it a go. That's a lovely card. All right.
What are you doing? Checking the.
I've been doing, and I've been going around the fairs, and I do a YouTube channel, and I do fair updates. It's pretty much you can have that. It's a free advert card that I do for the YouTube channel, and basically I'm trying to get people to know.
So you're Is that a K or an X?
What's that? That's a K. That's a K, yeah. And I'm trying to get postcards. I'm a postcard collector, but I also obviously have to go to stamp fairs as well.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get the online people to realise that these fairs exist. So I've given them free promotion, and I film at them, and I let them know when the next one is, and all different adverts. And I go around to various fairs in the county and elsewhere. I do a little bit of filming and try and show what you can pick up and why they're worth coming to. That is really nice. That's a nice one. Trafalgar Square from above.
Unusual, I've seen that.
I've not seen that one. Oh, that's quite nice. That's postmarked 1954. Well, that's Oxford. Almost.
Same series, isn't it?
Well, you would have thought so, but it's laid out slightly different. Let's have a look. No, you see, this one's published by Lansdowne, and this one is photochrome. But it's very similar in style. Oh. Business can never be well done, it's not well understood, which cannot be without patience. 1907. What we got here? Blackpool. Oh, Regent Street, London. This is from a booklet. It's got the perforated edges down the side. There's some nice cards here. East Burgolt. Bell Cage. Oh, that's a very nice one. Look at that. Posted from Copenhagen, or to Copenhagen. Yeah, that came from abroad. That's nice. I like that. That's a possible. Put that over there as a possible. That's superb, a Taylor.
I would never dare say whether it's a watermark or not.
1950, I think it is. Actually, that is nice to do. I really like that. These mixed boxes could give you all sorts of stuff. Newcastle, Kent, Ripon Cathedral. This what I mean, does that almost look like it's been drawn in? Isn't that weird? Bristol, Blackpool, London again.
Everything else I suspect a lot of people identify them differently. If you handle something like that often enough, you will just get a feeling for it.
That's nice, I like that. That's the post office in St Martin in the ground. The general part, yeah. You see that one? Oh, these ones are getting more and more valuable. These nicely drawn ones. Children's General Series from Valentine's. That's a nice one. Nice and simple. Religious. Changing the guard. Yeah. Mabel Lucy Atwell. We have a separate vlog.
Really good vlog on that.
It's worth having a look at. We'll give you a link. It's a nice card in here. Exmouth. Nice model one from Blackpool. That's the well-known popular train one. John Hind. Yeah, look. Chester Cathedral, and this is a reward card. They used to take images that were available on postcards, rather than printing them on a postcard back, they gave a reward back, and these were given out to children as rewards at schools. So this is School Board for London reward card, and that actually is nice. Right, use that as a bit of a marker, I think. I'm back home from my trip to the Witham Philatelic Society Stamp and Postcard Fair. They have a fair every year. I thought I'd show you the bits and pieces that I bought. By now, some of you will know that I like postal stationery cards. This one's from Poland, cancelled 1981. That's quite pretty. My interest in philatelic related cards should become obvious for people. This is Moscow 1967. It's cancelled. There's no stamps, this is all printed, but it's plain backed, but it was an unusual thing. These were all 25p, these ones. And this was for a stamp exhibition of some sort, and these are images of Russian stamps. I quite like that. In my collection I have a few of the Benham silk postcard sets. They all have this background. This is 1989 BPC 30, a set of 4. The 150th anniversary of the Royal Microscopical Society. This is a nice one of the fly, I do like it. The silk is the images, and then there's gold print around here, so this is like a silk print. So this is a set of 4, all cancelled first day of issue. Lovely cancellation on this one. So this is a 1989 set, and you can pick these up relatively cheaply. Literally this set of 4, 25p. So that's probably slightly cheaper than you will get them most often. There was a load of Irish cards, all with a philatelic interest. This is a prepaid postal stationery card, and I've got this in my collection already actually used. You've got Eiffel Tower, Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Statue of Liberty and Big Ben, St Patrick's Day across the world. I picked this one up. It's used 1994. I've got it because of the message that's printed here. Stamper, Irish National Stamp Exhibition. Dear Stamper member, Council wish you a happy St Patrick's Day on a St Patrick's Day card. So I bought this because I've already got the ordinary card because of this overprint here. And then I came across another one. This one's not cancelled, but again it's a postal stationery card from Ireland, and it's another St Patrick's Day. And this one is 1996, and again it says here, we are celebrating the 25th anniversary this year, and I look forward to the participation in Stamper, which is an event in the Irish philatelic world. I didn't have this one at all, so even with this printing on the back there, I thought it was quite nice. And then there were some interesting ones. This one's the souvenir of the 22nd AGM of the Irish Philatelic Circle in 1982. Lovely little stamp thing here, booklet pane of the free 1D stamps plus 3 printed labels. So this is a mint one, and I also came across the same one but National Postal Museum, London, and this is the 26th of August 82, which I thought was unusual. I can't see what the connection is yet, or so this is an Irish styled cancellation. But anyway, so I bought those two. This one was much larger. This one is a souvenir of the 23rd AGM of the Irish Philatelic Circle in 1983. This one's nice because it's one of these postmark cards, and slogan and postmark cards there's a whole range of these issued by different philatelic societies, different philatelic events. They're very collectible. Some people do collect just these. And that's a nice large one. It's a nice horse stamp. This is the souvenir of the 25th AGM. And this is 1985. This one's Heathrow, London, Heathrow Airport cancellation. And this one's got some Irish post office delivery fee labels pictured on it. Lots of philatelic stuff around these. They never really have a lot of value, but you can pick them up relatively cheaply, and I love these sort of things. This one was weird. This is the 29th AGM and this is 1989. It was so flimsy. It's almost like a piece of paper, but it's got like a postcard image on the front. The Percy French Memorial, Ennis, County Clare, Ireland. And this is a John Hind image, and is a John Hind postcard, but it's not. It's an image of a postcard with postcard printed on it and this printed on. So this was an unusual thing, so I was going to pick that up. Here again you have souvenir of the 29th AGM 1989. This one's postmarked at Chester, and it's the Chester Philatelic counter. Here you have the actual postcard. So there's the papery thin one, and here's the actual card one. This is the actual John Hind card. So someone obviously had them both, and I thought that was quite unusual, so I picked them both up, and I'll have those in my philatelic card collection. This one's the sticker, Irish Philatelic Circle Annual Convention in 1994. Cancelled on the first day. Nice little photographic topographical card of Brandon Creek, from where St Brandon commenced his voyages of discovery, with a nice little Royal Hospital stamp. So that was quite nice. I like that one. Now this is a PHQ card for the VE Day set. What we have here is the annual convention from 1995. Remember, this one was 1994. This is 1995, and they've used a PHQ card. And again, it's cancelled at Chester. This is on the 2nd of May, although the dates here are the 6th to the 7th of May. Which I thought, but this 2nd of May is the first day of issue for the stamp. So there we go. It makes it a little bit more different. Someone's applied the stamp on the first day and got that done. Yeah, I like that. Unusual use of a PHQ card. This is Stamper official card, 25th one, and this is the 1996. It's the official event card. It's mint, but I thought that was nice to go to my philatelic collection. This one's a plain backed, but it's a postal stationery card, pre-printed, and here you have it here, 75 years of Irish stamps. So I thought that was quite nice. An Am Post souvenir postcard, 1997. This one here, it's got like a details of a dinner menu, £25. There we go. IPC Convention Dinner 2000, pre-printed stamp, postmarked 20th of May 2000 on the date of the dinner, and there's the menu card. So this is like a collectible thing for the event itself, which I thought was unusual. Staying with this Irish theme, say these are all 25p, so I don't mind bundling them up and getting them all together. There was a mint one of these, but I didn't bother. I just bought this one, which is again, it's a postmark card. Irish Philatelic Circle, Dublin postmarks this time. And here you have the annual convention 2003. And here's a nice little annual convention Irish Philatelic Circle cancellation. Nice stamp. A couple of printed logos here on the bottom of the card. So that's quite nice. This is, here we go. Iced melon wedge. This is a menu, and this is Royal Dublin Hotel. And this, I think, is the menu card for the stamp collecting. And this is the 1893 to 1993, and this is postmarked. This is the stamper card. It's an exhibition card by Am Post from 1993, and this was printed up with the food that was being served at the philatelic dinner. So that's quite nice. I like that. Pre-printed stamp. It's a proper postal stationery card. Cancellation for stamper, and printed with the menu on the back. Very unusual. I like that. This, which is the last of these Irish ones, Irish Republic to the people of Ireland. So this was the provisional government announcement that was put out when the Irish rebellion, the uprising in 1916 occurred, and it was the names of the people in charge here. But the card is a postal stationery card, pre-printed. It has a cancellation on it in green, which I think is quite nice. With very best, with every best wish from Am Post, which is the Irish Postal Service, like Royal Mail, the Irish Post Office, on the 25th anniversary of this thing, which I'm not even going to try to attempt to pronounce. So I just like to, I love this. I was over in Ireland in 2016 for the 100th anniversary, and I was actually there for the 100th anniversary on the actual date, and saw the parade and everything else, and I bought some souvenirs for my own collection. So I like this a lot. So there was quite a few little Irish cards there, and there was some other stuff I picked up for the 25p as well. This was, I thought, was nice. It is plain backed, but it's a Monaco stamp card. There's the image that is on the stamp. The stamp is obviously in colour. This is all in a sort of purpley blue. This is from 1979, cancelled with a lovely racing car Monaco cancellation. 25p, that was ridiculous. Really like that. That's superb. I picked this up, which is a plain backed card, German, 2 stamps, nice little cancellation here, express label, and another cancellation down here, and this is from 1978, and it appears to be some sort of event. It's the 70th anniversary. Oh, this is a motor plane, so it's one of these planes, but it's a superb card for 25p. This is not a postcard, but I collect items related to the Falklands War and the bits and pieces that were used during the Falklands War, and that includes the Vulcan bomber. And this is a Vulcan Memorial Flight greetings card. This is actually stuck on the front. Details of the Vulcan bomber there, and also season's greetings, the best wishes for Christmas and the New Year. So it's a Christmas card, but that will go into my Falklands collection. Sometimes I buy something just because it's weird. This is a plain back, but this is a postal stationery card, but there's actual holes punched around the stamp. You can see through from the other side. Really strange. I don't know why you would do that, except as a little bit of a novelty thing. But this is really nice. This is Thailand Post. So I bought this because this just appealed to my thing with silly items, unusual items. But I thought that was great. I like that a lot. This is a cover. It's not a postcard, but I collect anything to do with television, and the GPO tower had a lot to do with the transmission of television from the top, and later especially satellite television. Well, this is nice. Some nice cancellations. and the 4 different region stamps on here. That was the Stampex 1965 cover. Very nice. 25p, I'm going to grab that. I also grabbed some bits for 10p, literally 10p. Admittedly, this one's probably not worth a great deal more than that. It's Mallorca. It's a beach scene with the sunset. Nice card. Value very, very minimal. But I love the usage of these. It actually says ticket on it. Well, if you read it there, it says prepaid ticket, IFCC. And these are like private postal systems to get the mail into the Spanish system, especially here. They use it in some other countries. I think Portugal might do this as well. It's not a stamp as such as a prepaid ticket. Very unusual. For 10p, I like getting unusual postal items, which is why this is definitely the most craziest of things I've ever picked up. This is a tabletop. You know, we go to restaurants and there's something on the table that just gives you an idea of what you can have for your dessert, or tells you that there's a special type of food. This is one of these. This is Oreo Mania. So there we go. There's this, and it's actually been posted. 1997, 2 stamps, posted to the UK. There's your airmail label there attached on the bottom. Bill Trower, he was a member of my stamp club, so I was quite surprised to find he sadly passed away quite recently. And I knew Bill for a few decades, and he was a lovely bloke. He helped me with a number of items in my collection, but I would have bought this anyway. But the fact that it was an item that was sent to Bill just made it a little bit more special for me. And at 10p, why would you not buy that for a novelty weird collection? Which is also why I picked this up. The postcard on its own would be worth next to nothing. It's a Mentos advert from Germany, I think. Germany? Yes, Germany. The value in this is not the card. As you can see, it was ripped in half along here. And all the way around here, it's been bent and screwed. So literally it was torn. This half was torn. This half was all bent over, possibly even torn all the way through. So because it was severely damaged, they've stuck some tape on it in the postal service, and they've put it in this envelope. And these envelopes are emergency envelopes for damaged mail. And it's in multiple countries, multiple languages. Here it says, regrettably, the item was damaged and has therefore been provided with a plastic cover by the Deutsche Bundespost. So the German post have taken the damaged card in their post and placed it in this envelope. I love postal usage of stuff and unusual postal usage. I picked this up, and for 10p I was always going to grab it because of this envelope. It's different. You do occasionally find these envelopes. I've even had a couple of bits of mail myself in the past that's been badly damaged and it's been slipped into an emergency envelope like this. But for 10p, very strange, snapped it up. I talk about this on the in the film, False Cancellation, and this one. I love the Dornier DOX. This card is really expensive on eBay. Here, 25p. Can't go wrong. I talk about this one. This is James Bond scene. This is Southend Airport. I commissioned this card for my stamp club. I actually spoke to the artist, and I have the original painting in my collection. This one was carried on the a bus that we had that came to the event and did little tours with people. I actually travelled on the bus on that day as well. And I talk about this one as well, the Cambridge Head Post Office, so you could catch that in the thing. Towards the end of the fair, the last thing I bought, this is a Spring Stampex ticket, and this is the admission ticket for every day. So this was the overall ticket. There's a blue one as well. This is green. There's a blue one as well at the same time, and this one was from 93, but I'd never seen one before posted from the island of Lundy, or posted at Stampex and routed via Lundy, as the cachet says there. 1993. There's a Lundy puffin stamp there. There's your Royal Mail 18p first class, or possibly first class at that point. It might even have been second class stamp, which has been cancelled as normal. And there's your Spring Stampex publicity sticker that's been applied to it. So that was an unusual. That cost me £3, but I was happy to pay that for that. And I have a little collection of Lundy items. One dealer there had 2 big boxes of cards, all priced at 50p but unsorted. You had to go through it. These are the cards that I picked up from that 50p box. This is one of these googly eye ones, but it's been pressed down quite a bit so the eyes don't move too much, but yeah, you can get a bit of movement from them. But there we go. Hope we'll be together soon. This is a nice Valentine's one. So the cowboy element of that makes it actually quite collectible. It's quite a nice card. I would happily have paid more than 50p for that one. Very nice indeed. And I buy cards for different reasons. This one, because I like Concord, and this is the Pamela Prince card. Easily worth the 50p, but a very nice card. I was at Centre Parks last week, and I had did some bird watching in the forest, and I saw a nuthatch, and a few days later, here I am holding a beautiful nuthatch card from the Valentine's series, from the bird series. I thought that was lovely. Beautiful card. I do like military, and I do like planes. So this was just a few cards from the same set. This is lovely. This is from the Bannister paintings set. This is by Salmon. There's your war comment. We shall continue steadfast in faith and duty till our task is done. The Prime Minister, who was, of course, Winston Churchill. And these are Second World War cards. They were also issued in the 50s and the 60s, and I think even the 70s, but without the print from the Prime Minister, and in slightly different sizes. So there you have the Westland Whirlwind. There you have the Hawker Hurricane, and this has the same Prime Minister quote on the bottom. That was nice. I like that one. And then you have the de Havilland Mosquito. Slightly more modern, I think it would be fair to say. There we go. Actually, no, because it's a more modern card, but it's still the same period for the planes, the Flying Fortress from America. And this is an American card as well. Thunderbolts of the 82nd Squadron, 78th Fighter Group, escorting the Fortress bomber, 1945. The card is much more modern than that, but that's lovely. A simple card of people and a little rowboat. But look at this. It's a cachet here for the world's northernmost community at Kings Bay at Svalbard. And here you have the Nyasaland cancellation. Here on the stamps, here, dated 1967. 2 Norway stamps because it's a Norway Postal Service area. It came to England. That's a beautiful piece of polar history. Couldn't resist that. And it won't take much to realise why I bought this one. This is where I live, Southend. This one's postally used, 1931. Dear Grandad, look, dear Grandad. It's a lovely one there. And all of these can be found on individual postcards. Literally yesterday, I drove past Stonehenge on my way back from my holiday. And there we have a nice postcard. Similar period, I would think, yeah. In fact, same year, 1931. Stonehenge, Amesbury. I like unusual, as you know. The only hotel under English management situated close to the battlefield, and this is the Waterloo, Battle of Waterloo Monument, the mound that they built with the lion on the top. And although it's postcard size, it looks like a postcard. It's not. It's an advert for the Wellington Hotel in centre of battlefield of Waterloo. I thought that was unusual, so I snapped that one up. This is the growth of the Japanese Navy. Very unusual card there. You can read the various types of ship. And this one is beautiful. Cancellation, 1915. And it was redirected here. You can see it was original addresses crossed out. And a nice Perugia cancellation there. This is a Raphael and Tuck card. Very nice for 50p. One place that we visited a lot is Wells. And I thought this was a lovely drawing of the marketplace at Wells. Very simple card by Salmon. This logo here tells me that it's 50s, early 60s, so it's quite an old card, but that was lovely. And in exactly the same series, and this is where I was a week ago today, in fact, the Abbey and Institute Gardens, Bath. Here's the Bath Abbey, and we actually walked behind where this tree is and round the top here in front of this, which is now a hotel, and we walked down here. Again, Salmon, again that same period, beautiful card. I like military cards, and this is the death of Edith Cavell, who of course was made into a martyr. She had helped Allied soldiers in the First World War to escape back over the line. She also looked after him in the hospital because she was a nurse, and for doing so she was executed in 1915. This is a mint card, and a number of these were issued throughout the country to keep the British public anti-German. Now, I collect Victoria Cross related cards, and I have quite a few that are signed. But I love this series, and at 50p a card, you cannot go wrong. These are Victoria Cross recipients. And their names are here. This is Corporal Alfred Alexander Burt, VC. The details are there if you want to pause and read what he did. Then you have this one. And this one is Lance Corporal Frederick William Holmes, VC. And yet another one. At 50p each, these were ridiculously cheap, I thought. And here you have Corporal James Dalgleish Pollock, VC, from the Queen's Own Cameron Highlanders. As I say, if you want to read what these gallant men did to receive their VC, Victoria Cross, then pause and read the bits. Here you have Lance Corporal Michael O'Leary, VC, from the Irish Guards. and they're beautifully pictured. Little portrait of them in a circle at the top, and then the image of them receiving. This is in the same series. It's slightly different, obviously, because it's a pilot. And this is Lieutenant W.L. Robinson, VC of the Royal Flying Corps, who flew up to tackle a Zeppelin single-handed and succeeded in bringing it down in a mass of flames near Cuffley in Hertfordshire. A very well-known First World War event captured here on this card. They were lovely. I did like those. This is a Margaret Tarrant card, Fantasia. Isn't it lovely? She did some beautiful paintings. Elves, fairies. I think these would probably be classed as fairies in my mind. This is a Medici card. I knew it was a Medici card even before I turned it over at the fair because of the type of the matte printing and the way it's styled. For my novelties, this is leather. Does have a postcard back, just about. There are postcard and the lines and the stamp box, and there we have a lovely rose that's been applied. I think yes, it has. It's been applied to top, or it's been etched round. But a lovely novelty card for my collection. I like that one. You can feel the ridges. Very nice. A 50p, gonna snatch it up. Don't know why I bought this one. I think it's just because I love unusual. Westminster Bank Sports Club admit the bearer to the annual smoking concert in Norbury in 1949. Annual smoking concert. That's a little bit different. Attached to an ordinary postcard. I suspect it was just someone's souvenir and they decided to put it in this card. I don't know. Either way, weird. We'll just class that one as weird. This is nice. This is more foreign. I love the squirrel waitress, the fairy, the beetle, the gnome, I think that was. No details on the front or the back. It's amazing how this one looked like big ears to me. It's not, but at least I don't think it is. But because of the similarity, I bought it to go with my Noddy collection as something that looks so much like him. I buy cards of Alexandra Palace because it was where the BBC had a TV studio. It forms part of my TV collection. This one's a mint card. Very nice. Cartorama. Oh, excuse me. So when I see these, I pick them up, especially if they're cheap at 50p. This one I like. It's Alan Ladd, the film star. I think at one point someone paid a lot of money for this card. And it is a nice card and it would be worth a few pounds, but it's been stuck down. I'm not sure it was worth €20 or £20. I'm not sure that was ever worth that much, but there you go. Someone thought it was worth 20 something. Certainly not 20 pence because of the way it's common and slashed. So someone expected that to go for a lot more money, but that was in the 50p box and I quite like that. This is a nice one. Elizabeth Taylor. It's decal edged very lightly, which tells you a little bit about the age of the card. And this is an ISV card. ISV did a lot of glamour film stars and actresses. And this is one of the cards from their series. Quite often, these sell for like £3, £4, £5 even. This one here would certainly, I wouldn't be surprised to find it for £2.50 or £3 at a postcard fair, but for 50p, going to snap that one up. This is a nice old one, fluffy, and this one was posted from Copenhagen in 1917. Very nice card, very nice simple stamp and usage. This is like a roller cancel, but a nice cat card. This one is a modern card and it appealed to me for a reason that I'm about to give. It's very badly cut. This is actually a line along the bottom here. I find it awfully hard to be good here. And then it's Blackpool and it's the Methodist Conference 2007. That's an old postcard image reused as an official Methodist Conference card. I thought that was strange, but I had to have that. This one's American, I suspect. Now, Mr. Benson, how's your production? Little humour there on production. Laugh Graham, it's got an American stamp stuck to it, but it wasn't actually posted, and this is from Amarillo in Texas, so nice American cartoon card. Here you have Run Rabbit Run. This looks remarkably like Hitler, which I think may date this card to the Second World War period. I'll be surprised if it's not, with the nice red, white and blue at the top and the bulldog styled chaser. I love this one. I just fell in love with it when I saw it. I love you, Nellie Dean. The parrot and the cat having a little sing. Very nice. This is a Sunshine comic card, probably from the 70s, maybe the late 60s, but I think this would probably have been around better in the 70s, but it is a cracking card. I found a little bundle of these cards, and they are A.H. Cats Ruel, and they appear to be from the First World War period. And here you have shooting, football, hunting, motoring, swimming and camping out, all shown as being whilst in military service, First World War or just after. Another one from the same series, Everybody's War Aims. Wish I'd never begun. That's the Kaisers. Here we have Tommy's. Wish it was over, but can't stop. Several people's. Wish it was over, but it's all right while it lasts. This is like the people that are getting their money from it. Wish it was over, but don't stop, dear. This is the German here. Wish it was over. Wouldn't stop if I could. Now, well, again, these are all written on, but they're not posted. They're all very cheap paper, which was not unusual for the war because all of the restrictions that were going around. And here you have Tommy's working day. There he is in the trench with the rats at the bottom there. Again, which is another one handwritten message. And lastly, for this little set, the Back to Blighty. And it says here, first class accommodation, just missed the train, the girl he left behind, and the bottom here I quite like this, glad to be back, boys, trying to show that the soldiers were happy at the front. This card is from a long series, the useless Eustace cards. This one's used 19, don't know, hard to tell. Queen Elizabeth, so after 53. But it's a Tux card, but there was a number of these different cartoons of this useless Eustace character. This one I liked. Is this the road to fairyland? It's a mint Valentine's card. What I liked about it is someone has stuck this on. Birthday greetings, my dear. This is actually a sticker. Now, was it stuck on, I assume, before the card was sold, or was it stuck on by a person who bought the card and this is what they wanted to use it for? It's a Reenie Cloak, another well-known children's artist, and who had a number of postcards issued. Again, 50p, that was a delight. And how about the miniature railway at Southsea? This is mint, English series postcard, published by Photo Precision Limited at St Albans. Well, it's a nice little view and transport card. Now I do like cards that relate to our festivities. This is a Christmas greetings card. It's slightly embossed. It's an American one, and I think it's very hard. It just says December 3rd, 9:30 AM. Oh, here we go. 1917. Good job that was written on. But as you can see it's embossed. A nice early American Christmas card. This is a modern card, but what it shows is the old London Tower Bridge under construction. Oh, so these are the modern cards, and these collector cards can be very collectible. Some people collect all of the different ones that were issued, and there were hundreds of them, literally hundreds of them. But I'd not seen this one before, so I grabbed it for my London collection. This is one of the Gibson girls. This is posted from Copenhagen in Denmark. I bought it because I liked the cancellation and the fact that it came from Denmark. And here it says, unlucky at cards, lucky in love. That old saying. There was a nice card of Chester Cathedral, a nice early card. Postcard? Actually, no. It's a reward card from the School Board for London. Someone paid £1.50 for this at some point. And this is the name of the girl who it was given to, Ethel Bishop. And these were given out in schools literally as a reward. And you find these in amongst postcards, and they're quite nice and unusual things to pick up. As I say, this is a Chester Cathedral. This is Bruges in Belgium, and I've walked along here and over this bridge here. So, and again, London County Council reward cards. So you have school board cards and you have county council reward cards. Something different within the postcard world. This is lovely. It's grand fun on the farm. A nice children's card, and this is a Valentine's one in their children's general series. I like that. I thought that was a lovely piece of artwork. And for my postal history, here you have the General Post Office, St Martin's Le Grand. That's nice. It's mint, but it's a proper, and it's undivided at the back, so it's a very early card. You can see here where it was kept in an album with the slots. Just a lovely card. It's by Taylor, Arnold Taylor, from the who did it. He was a resident artist at Bamforth's, and here you have, this is 1950, I think that is 1950. But what a lovely card. Taylor did do some nice cards and some quite naughty ones as well, but that's lovely. Trafalgar Square from the air, that was fantastic. 1954. I like that, and I've not seen that one before. It's a nice underground train. I think I may already have this. I wasn't sure, so I bought it anyway. It's nicely used as well. 1973. So I grabbed that. Well, the next few cards are fairly simple. I think this is probably something to do with Christmas. I need to get that looked at for what that exactly means. Maybe Joe will put it up here, I don't know. But why I bought this one was I love these little Christmas labels. This is from Denmark. This is cancelled 1937, which makes sense because this is the 1937 Christmas label. They're charity labels. They're Cinderella material, but I love finding them on cards. So there's that one. Here's a interesting old painting one. And here's another one. This one's 1925. Yeah, 1925. Here we are, Denmark. Here you have their Christmas charity label there for that one. And lastly for these ones, it's a nice little card there for, I think probably Happy New Year, which would make sense because there you have 1916 year. These are the ones I received. 1916. And this one is, again, Denmark. A lovely Cinderella label. I'm happy to buy those at 50p each. You pay 50p each just for the labels themselves. And this is a train set from Valentine's. There you have the British Railways, the Southern Region Battle of Britain. That's a Pacific locomotive. I love these art cards. Here you have the City of London. And here you have the Dominion of Canada. Quite lovely cards they are. And then lastly, just a few more that I did just because I couldn't resist them. I do like these stitched real cloth cards. This is a relatively more modern styled one. You can tell it from the artwork, probably from the 70s I would think, if you could class the 70s as being modern, but apparently we do in the postcard world. But this one I think is possibly the same, similar, maybe it's a little bit earlier, but it's a beautiful one. Look, all this stitching. I don't mind these ones, but if I'm going to find them, I prefer these ones. I think that's a much nicer one. I like that. And the last of the loose postcards, I've been after one of these for a while. It's got a little bit of damage. I mean, some of it will flatten out. There's a little corner bend there. But this is the Big Ben Centenary in 1959. It's postmarked as well, 1959, London. It's a Tux card. Until I get one in much better condition, that is a lovely one to sit in my collection for the moment. Really pleased with that. And very much lastly, and postcards are great. On eBay they can be quite expensive. How about if you grab some from a fair in an album like this? I've got first day of issue for the Midland Postal Board MPB card 3. That's the first one. Here is the second production, the third production, the fourth production, and I mint one of that. So that's all of the different issues of that particular card. Here you have the card 9.1, mint cancelled. Card 9.2, card 9.3, again, mint and first day used. And card 4. And this one, this is quite nice, it's the centre cycle. Here you've got first day used. And there you have the Derby Ram. I've always liked the Derby Ram card, first day used. Here you have the head post office of Stoke-on-Trent, again mint and used. You have this lovely one here, Picture Postcard Victorian Stamp Machine, Birmingham. There you have the late in costume. I particularly bought this because I didn't have this Nantwich Mural Town Trail booklet, because it goes with a set I did already have, which is the Nantwich Mural mint used. This is the card 14.1, here's card 14.2, here is card 14.3. That's the 3 cards that came in the set. Here you have a nice train card, the Rowland Hill 222 locomotive laid down at Crewe, mint. First day with the special cancel. The Stagecoach card. This was MPB 16. The Worcester Philatelic Counter Mural. There's that. And a little envelope with a cancellation. So all this material in this album, like this, how much would you think that would cost on eBay? I think quite a bit. Well, I will say, is this, at today's fair, cost me, wait for it, £2. All of that in there, £2. Postcards, stamp fairs, I say it every time, the best place to find anything. Picked up some lovely cards today, some with nice images, some with some nice little Cinderella labels, some posted from unusual locations. There's a Lundy one. I say it every time, support your local fairs, attend, buy some stuff much cheaper than you'll find at any auction, eBay, Delcamp, any of the others. Fairs are the best place to gain items for your collection. Look out for the dates for the next lot of fairs on our monthly news vlog, which we do. Keep an eye out for that. Subscribe if you want to pick up on that. There's lots of things you can do. Subscribe, like, share, all those things. If you want to do those, please do. It helps bring the postcard collecting to all those people out there on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed this. As always, I'll see you at the next one.